added Call of Duty Zombies to a thrift store painting. As soon as I saw this painting in the thrift store, the color of the atmosphere instantly reminded me of Call of Duty Zombies. I decided to take this piece home and use my acrylic paints to transform this painting. I started by adding a zombie crawler in the foreground, specifically a Nazi zombie from Call of Duty World at War. Next, I painted boards flying in like someone's boarding up the window from the inside. Then I added a chalk gun on the wall, and in between the windows is the mystery box. And the ray gun is coming out of the box. I added Juggernog on the porch. In the background is the abandoned remains of the transit bus, and I had to include Pack-a-Punch, one of my favorite details. And up in the sky, I added the robot from Origins. Next, I added one of the flaming explosive barrels. I really wanted the fire to glow from the barrel like it does in the game. Then I painted zombies running in from the distance like a new wave is beginning. Approaching from the left is a hellhound. Then I painted insta-kill. Next, I painted a nuke floating by the house. Kaboom. I added the blue beam shooting down into the mystery box from up in the sky. I want to make sure to capture the essence of what the video game looked like, but I am letting myself add my own levels of detail. I completely repainted the fence in the foreground to look old and weathered. Then I repainted the trees to fit the vibe. I painted some browns into the driveway for variation and gave it more of a gravel texture. And on the fence, I added the iconic power switch. This might actually be my favorite detail. And in the bottom left corner, I added the round tallies that you would see when you're actually playing the video game. Along the fence line on the right, I added empty per-cola bottles littering the area. And if you look closely, there's even gobble gum. This painting is almost complete. Next, let's add a monkey bomb. I'm placing it right in front of the zombie to make it look like the crawler was approaching the monkey bomb. And as a final detail, I added the teddy bear sitting up in the top window of the building. This might be my favorite painting I've ever done, simply because it gives me an insane amount of nostalgia. When I first released this painting, the original painting and all 100 limited edition prints sold out in the first 12 hours. Thousands of people have emailed me asking me to re-release this print. Apparently, I'm not the only one that has a million memories connected to this game. I reprinted this painting for Christmas last year and we sold hundreds of prints. Once again, I'm offering signed prints of this painting on my website. It's okay if you can't afford a print. Likes and shares are just as valuable.